Whew, YouTube, your boy is knackered, man. This is like a proper marathon recording session for me. I've done 3 TikTok videos and I thought, why not come and bless the boys with another YouTube video? And today it is going to be about Middle Eastern fragrances. Now, there's a lot in circulation at the moment. Like these Middle Eastern houses, I'm talking like the Latafas, them kind of dupe houses. They are just shitting out fragrances at the moment. Some of them are good, some of them are not. And I think a lot of the ones that are getting hype at the moment, I just kind of think like, when I actually smell it myself, I'm like, how did it get there? Like, how are people receptive to this? But I'm gonna give you the ones that I think are good. So the first one is Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. Now, if you've been following me on TikTok for a while, you know I love this fragrance. I think this is a really, really good take on, I think it's a Ventus Absolute. It's a Ventus Absolute, but it's more floral and it's a little bit more spicy. I would just say this is the perfect day-to-day fragrance. This is not something that you wear to the gym, but I wouldn't even wear it to the office. It's probably a little bit too heavy for that, but in terms of just going out, running errands, you could probably even wear it out, to be fair. It's masculine, it's sexy, and it's strong. Yeah, man, this is a Ventus Absolute. A Ventus Absolute with a little twist, a little spicy twist. Good fragrance, good juice. Next is Al Haramain Aqua Dubai. Now, this is a dupe of Louis Vuitton's Imagination, and don't get me wrong, opens really synthetic. Like synthetic to the point where you think, what the fuck is this? But one thing with Al Haramain, and I clocked this with, I think it's is it Amber Oud Gold? Yeah, the one that smells like Herba Pura. That opens up synthetic as shit. And it stays quite synthetic, but that's the nature of Herba Pura. This, it starts off synthetic, and once it dries, it actually smells really close to Imagination. The thing that separates this from the other Imagination dupes that I've tried is that I think this actually has a tea note. Whether there's a tea note listed in it, I don't know, but this definitely has that kind of herbaceous feeling to it that most of the other dupes don't have. I think a lot of these other ones, they're just soapy. The fact that it's soapy, people automatically think, okay, Imagination, but this one actually smells similar to it. If you're looking for that Imagination fix and you don't want to spend, I think it's like $250 or whatever it is, yeah, this is a viable option. Just don't judge it off a first sniff. Let it dry down, give it a bit of time. Trust me, you'll like it. Now, the next one is Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP. And I always make a point of it being the EDP because I've got the EDT somewhere. That opens like literal lemon cleaner. Yeah, if you want to get rid of that, you want to get straight to business, you get the EDP. I think it's like £20 more, but trust me, it's worth it. Yeah, this one's old but gold, man. Probably my favorite dupe of Aventus. I know a lot of people prefer Mont Blanc Explorer. Fun fact, actually, this is my most complimented fragrance ever, like ever. And I own tons of fragrances. I wore it for years, which is why, but everyone, when I wore this to work, when I wore it out, everyone knew me for this scent and they loved it. Next, we got one of my favorites, Tiramisu Caramel. And this is pretty much a 1-for-1 of one of my favorite fragrances, Bianco Latte. Now, a lot of people opt for, I think it's Lattafa Eclair. I had that, gave it away, didn't really rate it. Opening was really similar to this, but as it dried, it got synthetic and like screechy and Play-Doh smell. That was weird. This is consistent. You get what you get. £30, you can't go wrong. And it smells pretty much the same throughout the whole time. Now this one's a banger. This is Turathi Electric, and this is a dupe of Blue Talisman by Ex Nihilo. Interesting one, yeah. So I got flown out to Dubai by Afnan for the release of this fragrance. Me and a bunch of other creators, we was all getting so much stick for saying that this is a good fragrance because obviously, okay, they've flown us out, whatever. But here I am, probably like 3 or 4 months later. I have no ties to Afnan, telling you that this is a good fragrance. It's like sometimes I don't know what people want us to say. I think TJ made a point of this. I can't remember exactly what he said, but it's like, I love Blue Talisman. So if you give me something that smells like Blue Talisman, like what do you want me to do? Pretend I don't like it? I'd say the difference between this and that is that this is a little bit more fruity and it's less floral. Yeah, man, it's a nice fragrance. Next, we got one that I've been loving recently. This is Rayhaan Crimson. And I can't remember what this is a dupe of. Either Creed Delphinus or Creed, what's it called? Centurus, that's it. I'll have to look into it. I'll put it on screen. But yeah, long story short, tobacco, smoky incense, cinnamon. It's sweet, it's spicy. I just love this fragrance. This could easily be bottled up in something that's worth like 80, 90 pounds. And I think you can grab it for about 30. I've said it on TikTok before. Obviously, I give you guys cheaper recommendations, but I don't necessarily wear all of them. I test them. If I like them, I'll recommend them. This is an example of one where even though it's cheap, like when you have, I think I've got like 400 and something fragrances now. And obviously I've got tons of niche ones. For a date night or something, I'm obviously gonna pick something more expensive. Just, you have to use it for something. But this is one that I would genuinely wear on a date night. I haven't had a chance to because I just constantly pick something else, but this is top tier. This next one's a new release and it is by Afnan. This is Delicious Bouquet. Now, I really like this one and I like it because it's like an upgraded version of Chelsea Mornings by Lush. You're gonna get this kind of zesty sherbet lemon in the opening. You get sort of like a lemon drizzle cake, but it gets rid of that jarring burnt caramel smell that you get in the dry down of Chelsea Mornings. If Chelsea Mornings stayed how it opens, I'd love it. Yeah, this is just a better alternative. Lasts way longer, and it's just a good fragrance. I don't want to make this video too long, so we're going to do 2 more. This one is Hawas Fire. So this is like a take on the very popular Imperial Valley. This is like popular in the Middle East, and I can never decide which one I prefer out of these 2. Like one day I might feel more like this one, and then another day this one. This is basically just a fresher version of this. And if you don't know what this smells like, it's basically, see, it's supposed to be like a really oud heavy fragrance. That's what it says on Fragrantica. To me, this is just straight leather. Leather and some kind of sweetness. Oh gosh, this is this is such a good fragrance. Leather, pink pepper, some kind of fruit. I don't know. It's just good. But yeah, we're not talking about this one. We're talking about this one. This is everything that you would want in that, but it's just more fresh. So if you've smelt that before and you like that type of DNA, very Middle Eastern, you'll like this. Now, lastly, we've got Zimaya Awatif. And listen, this is a little hidden gem. Nobody talks about this one here. Do you know what it smells like? It smells like you've mixed Suspiro Vibrato and Pacific Chill together. Yeah, these 2, and then they've had a baby and made this. If you literally want a grapefruity, gingery, slightly mojito fragrance, you're gonna find it in this. And this is cheap as chips. Like literally, I think this is like £25 or £30. Zimaya stuff is always cheap. But yeah, performance isn't amazing on it. You get like a little 5 hours, but the smell is something good. But that is all from me, people. Make sure you subscribe for more, follow my other socials, and if you want to sample any of the fragrances that I have mentioned or any of these here, head over to my website and I'll catch you in the next one.